You're going to be able to see my ring light, and then your phone rings, so you have to stop. Letting go doesn't always have to be loud. It doesn't always have to be loud. See the vibrato? You know you want more. You do. Just all you have to do is just vote and tell me which song you want next. Today's episode is about as raw as it can get. And this is all because of a completely, I don't know, it was like the most random thing that happened. And we're going to get into what that was and talk about how I guess I thought that things that took place many, many years ago no longer made me feel some type of way. But then I got angry. I got angry about the fact that I allowed for certain things to happen. And we're going to talk about that too. Yes, we are. We're getting into all of it. So keep on watching. We're talking about, remember, this is a 4-week series about healing and how it doesn't have to be loud, but it absolutely can. Well, that's not really what the series is about, but it doesn't have to be loud. But if you want it to be. So now, this time around, I'm going to make sure that what I thought was like this distant memory that wasn't even a memory anymore is like completely done. Because I think when something like damages you, whether it be like, it could be anything, but for me, this was a relationship in the past, and I felt some type of way after what I'm getting ready to share with you happened. So let me wrap it up. Basically, this is going to be real raw this week. So watch. You're going to want to watch. I promise you, you're going to want to watch. Watch it. Watch. My production crew in the background, they were making sure that we had the angle correct for this take. So let's get into what happened. Okay, let's get into what happened. So I'm sitting on the couch with my man, and I didn't know that he had gone into this like little bucket thing that we have. It's like a little leather bucket, and it had pictures in it, which I knew, but I haven't gone in that bucket for years. So, I mean, through multiple moves, like 2. And so he's like, what is this? And he pulls out these, back in the day when you used to get your camera, when you take pictures, not like phones like we have now, and you had to go get them developed. He took out like 3 of them, multiple. And he starts going through them, and he's like, who is this? Bruh. We're going to get into it. So he says to me, who is that? And like I said that like 55 times already by now, but it's only episode 2. And I was like, oh, well, dang, I haven't seen that picture, thought about those people for a lot of years. It was my ex's son. And then I said to him, if that picture is in there, then I'm sure there's other pictures in there. And that proceeded to be multiple other pictures. And I was just like, oh, okay. Oh, okay. That's interesting. And like the next day or the next evening, I had like just some random thoughts, and I started to get angry because I was like, there was some time in there that was good, but there was a lot of time in there that was not good. And, when it ended, and that was good. And here I am a lot of years later, because after that relationship, I was like, dudes, Yeah, no. No, thank you very much. I'm just going to be a mom, a really good one at that, and make sure that my kid goes to school and finishes and has a good path laid out for him because, oh, so, in talking about that, I put it into a little box and I put it in the back of my head and I said, I'm good. Like, that part of my life was not really the best. Like, I wasn't really that confident in how I looked. So, therefore, I just stayed in a toxic relationship. And it just was like this vicious cycle of not goodness, if that makes any sense. And I didn't really know how to get out of it. And because there was like some codependency there, it made it that much worse. But all these years later, that experience that I had with my man and the pictures and just looking at that and saying, dang, that was crazy. Like there was some bad times. And yeah, but that was so many years ago. It was like very cleansing to take those photos and just put them in file 13 because that's what you need to do. Walk away, reclaim your everything, all that space up there in your brain. Don't nobody need to be living up in there rent free. No, thank you. No, thank you. No, thank you. The thoughts in your brain are things that are positive, things that are going to benefit you, things that are going to benefit those that are around you, things that are going to make you happy and make you smile. That's it. The negativity, no, we don't have time for it. We don't. So, making sure that you just let go, which can be a process, which is something that I had to realize. It can be a process to let go of a traumatic experience that took place and something that happened to you, especially if it was like over the course of multiple years, right? And there's a little bit of good sprinkled in there. Because let me tell you something, a little bit of good might be good and fine and all that at the moment. But overall, yeah, you got to take it back. Your mental health is so very important. It's so very important. You got to let the negative stuff go. The negative situations, you got to kick them to the curb as far, far away as you possibly can. As soon as I start, what do you think happens? A scam likely call. Scam likely happens far too many times. So I just answer my phone and say, why are you calling me? And this time she just hung up. So obviously she didn't want to tell me why she was calling. Don't call here. Don't call my phone. I don't want to talk to you. Moving on. So like I basically think that for me, I thought that I had gone through the healing process with that whole situation because I put it inside of a box and put it in my brain somewhere deep back in the back, like what you do when you have something, like I said earlier, that hurts you or is a traumatic experience. Like some of the things that took place in that relationship, bruh, like, yeah, yeah. And you know what? Like maybe on one of my unapologetically D episodes, I will get into like some of the things that took place during that relationship because, ooh, good tie-in. Hey, girl. Because that was just crazy. But like, I thought I had healed. No, I tucked it into a box. But I think that that moment with my husband, like chilling there and, looking at that picture and like just telling him and remembering like a couple of the memories that took place during that time. And then I think like I was completely able to, after doing that, just able to like close it up and be like done. And I took all of the pictures, every last one of them, and put them in the garbage can. And now they're, somewhere or they got recycled. So yeah, they can be used as, people don't really get photos developed that many or that much anymore, but you recycle to become whatever it's going to become. But that moment, I think, was needed. And yeah, it's crazy that you can have something that takes place that is from, it could be something that was from so many years ago, but you are reminded of it from whatever random thing. And like, I don't know, I feel like maybe I just needed that. Like, so many different things have been changing in my life lately. And like, yeah, it's like clean slate everywhere, clean slate everywhere. Hey, healing is something that takes time. It looks different for everybody. There is no race or no rule as to how quickly or how slowly you need to go through your healing process. It is really your own journey. So for me, take the time, do what you need to do. And each experience might require a different type of healing process, right? Everything and everyone and every experience is different. It's what makes us who we are today. So for me, the healing, not necessarily in the beginning, was loud. Again, I just tucked it away into a box and considered myself okay. But this time around, it's very loud. Basically, when you are ready to take your foot and step through the door and be done with that situation and completely close that chapter and like bury it under a whole bunch of concrete, you will know. You will know, just like I did. Like, I was fully aware and am fully aware. And it's like the most freeing feeling in the world. If you feel like you've ever had a moment like this or something similar, regardless of what that situation was, professionally, personally, in your like relationship life, shoot me a DM or put, I feel you in the comments, because I know for a fact that I can't be the only one that has gone through something like this. And remember, this is 4 weeks of real raw conversation talking about healing and the different processes that you might go through, the different experiences that I have had, the fact that healing does not have to be loud, but it can be. And as you guys will learn, I am very loud. Thank you, Mom. Thank you, Mom. A second full week in August. And is it the second full week, or is it just like maybe like, I don't know. Anyways, thank you for joining me on this beautiful sunny Friday. Well, it is here in Seattle anyway. And keep on watching, because the things that we're going to be talking about on Fridays, you never know. And don't forget to tune in on Tuesdays and Thursdays for Mic'd Up with Dee. That is a moment to step inside of my brain and all of the things that I think when I'm at the gym, taking care of the physical side of keeping yourself healthy. And don't forget, last but not least, in the slightest, full circle reset, 9/1/25. Keep watching my stories for details. And contact me if you want more info. Testing. 1, 2, 3. Coming to you today on Friday with another episode of Raw and D. That's me. A, B, C, D. If you know, then you know.